Once again, I want to welcome you to our program today from wherever you are. If today is your first time here, I really want to welcome you and I want to ask you to please take time to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also share this video. All right? We are in a time of war in Nigeria. A lot of people ask, Chidi, why do you keep playing that music? I say, well, you know what? The sooner you get with the program, the better for you. This is not a time to just sit back and observe. It's a time to get involved because the situation has gone berserk. Okay, this is not a time to focus on the lies that people are putting out there. This is not a time to be confused. You don't have any excuse to be confused. It's a time for you to step up and do the investigation yourself and be able to separate the chaff from the real seed. Okay, that's where we are. This is the time when we must, and that's why we're doing this x-ray more and more. It's a time when we must separate the traitors from the real people. Why? Because these people can cause a lot of havoc. I'm telling you, a whole house can be brought down by just a match, just one match. So that's why today we titled this our broadcast today, Traitors, Traitors Hall of Shame. Traitors Hall of Shame. Some of you may not understand this picture, but it was very, very, very graphic to me. It sent a message home for me looking at this picture. Because can you see that guy was being taken higher? You see how that balloon has lifted that guy up into the sky. And you know what this balloon does? You know when it just keeps going and going and going high. You see a balloon filled with helium. This is how it keeps on going high. That's how this guy was already set on a path that lifted him up. But look at that hand with the needle. It's going to come and puncture that balloon. And that guy would, all his efforts, see how high he has already gotten up to. And that guy will just pop his balloon and this guy will go back to zero. That is what traitors do amongst us. Traitors are there to mess up all the years of hard work that you've put into your vision, your mission, all the passion you put into what you want to do, what you want to become in life. Traitors just come and mess everything up. And so today what I actually wanted to do today, because there was a lot of feedback from yesterday, so I wanted to have a call-in program today so that people can share their views. And I'm also going to be reading this person is still saying no sound. Okay, the person saying no sound, I think you probably are playing the beginning of the program. Just jump forward and you see where there's sound. Okay, we have sound. So today is basically gonna be a call-in program. I want this to be interactive. A lot of you think you have something to say about Omoyele Sowore and the report, the fake report given out there by Leonard Zenwa. If you think that you know more than me, that there is something you really think should be brought out, pick up the phone and call me. On the other hand, if you are pissed off by what is going on within the African Action Congress, you can pick up the phone and call, please. I want it to be interactive. And then if you have something to say about UCHMF4, you can pick up the phone and call. You see, this is no time for civilian activities. It is not a time for us to play with fire. That's what I call it. You don't have to play with fire. You need to be outspoken now. Sometimes when you're doing this thing, it is to save even the person that you're talking about. Sometimes you sit back, not sometimes, every time you have to sit back, analyze a situation, and then decide on the best move to make concerning that situation. Sometimes you have to sit back to decide the best position to take. And right now, concerning all the traitors, and there are so many of them, I called out 3 yesterday, but there are so many of them. Our ministers, our governors, our commissioners, so many people out there who are traitors to the movement, who are traitors to the work that people have done already. We want to call them out today. And like I said, today I want it to be interactive. Someone says, I can hear, please refresh the page. Okay, so the page is okay. The number to call, I'm going to put the number out there so you guys can see the number to call. We're going to put the number out there. So I want you to call. Tell me, you can talk about traitors that you know, and the ugly work that they do, and we'll be able to take your opinion. All right. A lot of you say, somebody actually wrote me a long letter. He said I was straddling, that I was not taking a stand. Okay, so this person, if you're listening today, it'll be nice for you to call, because sometimes when you're saying something, it's not coming out exactly how you mean it. So I'll be interested in hearing what you actually mean by saying that I'm straddling. You know, me, I am if you know my kind of person, I continue to learn. Okay, you can never say, oh, you have finished learning, there is no room for you to learn anymore. No. If you talk like that, then you're setting yourself up for failure. So I don't talk like that. I am always willing to learn. I'm the kind of person who believes that you cannot never stop learning. Okay? So we want to hear from you. Okay? That's what we want to do. We want to hear from you. We want you to call in and let us know. Oh, I need to fix this thing there. Today is gonna be a discussion thing, and I'm willing to learn, because a lot of you text and you call after the program. It is best to call during the program. That's the best time to call. And some of you like to share. I mean, you like to show that you are like you have something to say, but you want to say it after the program. It's important that we say it during the program. That way people will get to understand what you're saying. Barry, I see you. Victoria Aliye, I see you. Edu Brazil, I see all of you. Oh Nokwanda, I see you. Yeah, guys, go ahead. Joy Okafor, I see you. CD, Liz Noble, as always, thank you so much. Good evening, I see you. I need you guys to pick up the phone and call. Tell me what you think about the shenanigan that is going on between the INEC and their puppets, Leonard Nzenwa, or inside the IPOB, between what Uchemefo is doing. It comes up every time Mazinam Dekano comes up. It comes up exactly the same time, and he has people start watching him. You see 50 people, and then it drops down to 8 people, and then 2 people, and he's still talking. And I'm wondering why is all that going on? Why do these people keep being traitors? what is it that they hope to gain by this their acts of treachery. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. I want to hear from you. I don't Yesterday I was really really upset, very 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 upset. Honestly, I was actually controlling what you were seeing me showing you showing you yesterday. Look, there are I can I can just spend a lot of time showing you the things that are going on back home, but it is important that we discuss. Okay, I have my first caller on WhatsApp, Timothy Daniels from UK. Go ahead, Timothy.
Hello, Dr. Chidi. Thank you very much for the privilege.
Yes.
My little contribution in this is that the game has not changed. It's only the players that are changing.
Mm-hmm.
So the game of a traitor is always there. But the truth is that may the Lord give us the strength to continue this battle. Traitors will not always win. Thank God for the privilege for social media that has opened people's eyes. If not for this social media, the sensitization of the populace wouldn't have gone this far. They have been doing this thing for a very long time, but because nobody is able to tell anybody, they just cover everything up. But we really, really thank God. That's my own area. I'm just thanking God for how many people's eyes have been opened about. That is why what Shore has been fighting from the onset is now what everybody is moving towards. Because he refused to change that language. Once somebody is convinced, that's one thing I learned. You never change. Jesus never preached any message except the message of the kingdom. It is that message. The rest who are just looking for money, everything, they end up coming back to that message of the kingdom. Even when they're about to go to grave, they will always come back to that message. The message is that there are bad people all over the place because it has always, the foundation has always been bad. So many things have been covered in the past. It is now time that God is just opening the eyes of so many people. Like Jorel will always say, he said the people have been too long in this evil, so they think when they see somebody want to remove themselves, they say we like it like that. But thank God for the resilience of the people, Namdi Kano, who has been sensitizing people, Mayegun General, all the people that God has been using to sensitize our people. The battle is not far away, but I know that all we needed is strength. Either financial strength, spiritual strength, material strength. God will always open the way. The people are getting the message. All these traitors, they have their place. God, you see, people know how to deal with them. All we need to do is just be keeping the records of all of them. How many are we going to count? There are so much. Right from 1960, my major happiness is that if everyone who has been stealing money, all traitors, if we can keep the records after this battle, then nobody need to chase them. They will begin to run by themselves because they know what they have done, and then they can now, God can now give us the grace to be able to forgive them and put them in the right places. That's my own, because there's no need dividing this battle. All these people who are doing all this to Shore, that Shore knew, he knew that all this will happen. He has probably faced most of this even while in school.
I know.
So I know very well that all we need right now is the grace, the supernatural strength of God come upon all the righteous people fighting for justice in that nation. May God continue to go ahead of them as he went ahead of David and said, wait for me until you have had my footstep on the mulberry trees. God will continue to strategize them. gather more strength for them, more resources, and more people that will begin to understand this battle. Because when these people understand the battle, that's when they will be able to step out. The people have suffered us too much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Timothy. Thank you. Talking about all these traitors, let me show you one. There are 1,001. Even see the newer ones. They are ones that you have never heard of. Look at this customs officer. Just look at this kind of story. Just look at this kind of story. This, before I play the video, these people gave rice to bandits. Gave rice to bandits. And this is their reason for giving rice, food supplies to bandits. Listen.
Last time we came here, we were able to seize a lot of items, which they are highly impressed to the extent of sending a recommendation letter to us. So here I would like to use this opportunity to thank our management for commending our performance. We have just done the interview last week. I can call it 4 weeks ago, which I told you that I promise you when you come back, you will see more than what we have. Actually, I wanted to get more, but I'm happy we get less. Here you ask question, why less? If you perform, you see less. Because when you push them to the wall, they'll stop it. The more you get, then which means they are not ready to stop. So when the pressure is too much, you see you are going to have less. So we have a little bit less of what we have last week. That's very, very important. The difference is very small. Presently, within 4 weeks, we are able to raise or to arrest 1,021 bags of parboiled rice of 50 kg. We also have 28,830 liters of PMS. Then we have three tire, double tire tipper trucks, 3 of them. Then one Toyota Camry 2016. The value of 304,325,000.
But this is not the interesting part. You see all these things they are seizing. Which shows you there are some borders where they are in. But the borders where they know. The borders where the terrorists, the kidnappers, the people that come from Niger and all of these other places, the borders they pass through with trucks, with military vehicle, with aircraft guns. Those ones, you don't have customs men there. This is where they know where to capture these ones from. That's where you have them. But listen, end there. Just you listen. Because that's the interesting part. After they seized all of those things, you wonder, what did they do with it? What did they do with the food and everything?
850 kobo. So if you compare with the last this thing, you can see a little bit difference. Here we have another new item that we arrested, which I'm very, very happy to arrest it. Happy in the sense that we are facing, fasting will soon come. Some people now have the habit of importing some express item, very express. These are the flavors. This is the flavor for. By the time you open one and put expired, is poisonous. So vegetable oil. So that's what I have come.
Yes, challenges.
The challenge, you have a lot of challenges. The other time you came, you also challenges. They will still have the same problem challenges. That the people that we are working for are not supporting us. We are not working for only custom. We are working for the nation, and we are working for you people. I sacrificed my life to go to do Sema, to enter the bush where the bandits are. If I tell you last time we have encounter with them, to the extent that they are a little bit friendly with us. We seized 37 bags of rice. They say, okay, if we are to go, they have to take 7 bags. We give them 7 bags to save our life. So you see the risk I took. Secondly, look at how I save your life. You take your fasting without telling you this thing.
I don't know if you heard what I heard. You see the comedy in Nigeria. Do you see the comedy in Nigeria? Did they see? That's why people don't understand. Be careful, because before you too, you become a traitor to what we're doing. Do you see that these people know where the bandits are? They know where the kidnappers are. He said the kidnappers are now friendly with them. Do you see? You see what is going on? Is robbing Peter to pay Paul. Of course, you know the people they seize the goods from. But see who they go and give it to. They know where the bandits are. They know the forest. It's not far away now. See, they mount their own roadblock here. Down the road, the bandits mount their own roadblock. So they know where these people are. They go and give them rice. Security officials. Do you see the people who are the real traitors? And you know, then you will now go down east and go and be pursuing ESM people inside the bush. Look at the mess. Can you just look at the mess? You are the kind of people that we're going to list your names. We're going to list your names in the hall of shame. You are the traitors that are running us down, that are ruining us. Can you imagine? Customs people, you know where the kidnappers are, you know where the bandits are. You actually went and you gave them bags of rice. Doesn't this sound crazy? You go to them, you beg them, you give them bags of rice. How do you even begin to talk about that at all? Let me read some of your comments, because I promised I was going to read them today. Someone says, Larry Choke, hi to you. Emma Gold, nice job. Thank you, Emma Gold. IK Joby, good evening, my brother, watching from Holland. Thank you, IK. Timothy, thank you, Timothy. You already called. WSR1 TV. Yes. Thank God that today I saw you guys. Please, One TV, can you just paste your link? We need to go there and support this my brother. He supports me, so please, I want people to support him. WSR1 TV, please, let's support him. Post your link so that we can go and click and subscribe. Britho is Ekezie. I was highly ashamed of Uche Fulani Mefo last night, my dear. It says Uche Mefo is the worst traitor I have seen in my life. I've always been suspicious of him. MLK should go ahead and reshuffle IPOB families across the world to weed out the remaining traitors. This man didn't attend ordinary nursery school. How he got his position, part of the problem. Okay. Custom give bandits some God. No, if you play to the end, it was 20 bags that they gave them eventually. 20 bags. 20 bags of rice they gave to custom. Oh. Custom. I mean, they gave to the bandits 20 bags. How do you begin to qualify that? How do you begin to even talk about that? And these are some of the topics that when you want to talk, you look at them and you just overlook them. You don't want it to bother you. You don't want it to bother you. Just let it be. Just let it be, because it is so shameful. It is so ridiculous for us to be discussing that kind of thing. And there are tons and tons of them. You check out police, you see what police is saying and what police is doing. You check out the army, you see what they are doing. Check out so many other parts. See the nonsense they are doing. And so sometimes we want to discuss them, sometimes don't want to discuss them. Somebody say, Wahala be like bicycle. Now what? Hey, Nigeria is a zoo country. I've been saying it always. Yes, guys. Remember I said today is for you to pick up the phone and call. And I want you to be part of this discussion. I read some of your comments, but honestly, I want to hear what you have to say. Or are you now afraid of the government because the government say they are monitoring online sources? You're now afraid. If you people are afraid, is that how we're going to do this fight? No, you can't be afraid. You can't be afraid of talking. You can't be afraid of hearing what they have to say. No. We must call them out. We must keep calling them out from all quarters where they exist. We must call them out. What they are planning to do, I heard the PDP, APC said they are ready for 2023 and they are going to replace. See, 2023, you never survived 2021. You're thinking of 2023. Well, the good thing is, just like the last caller said, is that we are now aware, our eyes are open, and we know what to expect. We are no longer, I like that we don't just sit back and take from them. Now we are taking the fight to them directly. We are not just sitting down and take whatever they throw at us. No. We are keeping them very, very busy. And that is what it should be. Someone says Uchemefo is shameless. I don't understand though. I actually feel pity for Uchemefo because, everybody has the way they see things. Sometimes they say you have to walk a mile in somebody's shoes before you can. But whatever it is that convinced Uche to talk the way he's talking right now, that is very, very terrible. It were better for you. See, when you get to a certain position in life, in your community, in society, in what you do, you learn when to shoot and to shoot on point. There are sometimes you don't talk about everything. It doesn't mean that thing is not bothering you. It doesn't mean that thing didn't happen, but it may be the wrong timing. You may not have the facts. Right now, that everybody's attention is geared towards the evil that is going on in Nigeria and how to dismantle that government. Even if you do not agree with someone, even if you disagree with them, it is not a time for you to come and become a traitor. By the way, I forgot to share this with you guys. I looked up the definition of a traitor, because when you see this definition of a traitor, you will understand why how we qualify people the way we qualify them. It says a traitor is a person who betrays a friend, a country, a principle, etc. Who betrays a friend, a country, a principle, etc. That is a traitor. And that's the people who we're going to open a hall of shame for them. I'm going to do another program where I will actually call their names. So today is like a preamble. Today is like a preamble coming out of yesterday. I thought a lot of you wanted to call because you kept on texting, and I read the comments from that video. So I felt like doing justice to it. But sometimes people have already said what they want to say. They don't want to say anything again. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you. I'm going to do this advert for ESN by IPOB here in Canada. And why am I doing that? I'm doing that because they need you. They need you. When you support people by mouth, you also support them in kind, by You'll support them by giving them money. Okay, if you like, call it sowing seeds. You need to support them in every which way. How? That's how I want to put it. Support them anyhow you can support them. There's going to be okay, I'm going to change the poster. There's going to be a fundraising here in Toronto, Canada on the 20th. That's like 8 days from now. There's going to be a fundraising, and it is being organized by the IPOB Women Wing here, and we are supporting them, and that's why we call every other person to support them. I'm looking for their flyer, and I will share it with you. You need to support them so that they can help those people help us. See, so they can help them to help us. So what I'm gonna do is I will show you guys the painting. What did I say? Painting instead of flyer. It's well with my soul. Let me show you guys the flyer, and also I will show you the flyer for the activities of 15, the Occupy INEC. You know, those are the things that we are following, and whether they like it or not, whether they send what's his name, Leonard, with all the lies in the world, it will not change. It will not change what will be. What will be will be. People are still gonna come out, and we are going to occupy INEC. Okay, that is a done deal. Nothing anybody can do about it. It is a done deal. How do you get this thing to work? Guys, I'm very, very sorry, but I need to, it happens sometimes, but I need to show you this this thing so we can support them. The last time they had in Houston, we supported them, and if I'm doing it, I can only ask you to also do your best. Okay, we don't just talk, we do. So we are talk and do. This is a version of their flyer. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to zoom to some portions of the flyer so you can see what they're doing and you can support them. Okay, make sure you support them. Don't just talk about it. Or maybe this is not too clear. I hope you guys can see it. Or let me go for a bigger one. Let me go for a bigger one and show you. And then I'll come back and somebody said, "Hey, Dr. Chidi, where do you stand? Where are you always? Today you talk about Biafra, tomorrow you talk about Revolution Now, next tomorrow you talk about Shore, the other day you talk about African Action Congress." And I'm like, I don't know why it is difficult to explain this to people that we stand on the side of righteousness. Okay? As long as you are a person who hates injustice, I will support you. I will talk about you. Simple and short. If you hate injustice, if you're interested in defending people's rights, we will support you. It's, for me, it's not your tribe, it's not your religion, and that's why you will always see me supporting people from all sides across the place. We will support you. And if that is difficult for you to understand, sorry, I can't help you. And if you're the kind of people that waste their time, because that's what it is, you waste your time trying to tell me what I should do and what I should not do, who I should talk about and who I should not talk about, I wonder why that should really bother you. Okay, I work with whoever I want to work with, and I'm entitled to my own opinion. You mustn't like who I like, you know. Let me show you the big poster. By the way, this is one of our contributions to what is going on So Worship Media TV did this poster to be able to support the effort to raise money for the ESN. Okay, you know, a lot of you have complained to me too, and you say ESN did this and ESN did that. I refer you to what I told you before, that they are not going to be perfect. They will not get it 100%. They will not get it correct 100% now, but at least let them start. We are happy that they started. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be the chief, the special guest at that fundraising. Okay, it's going to be on the 20th. So make sure that you participate. Make sure that you donate money. This is no longer time for talking. It's 5:30 p.m. Eastern. The Zoom link there. The Zoom link is there. If you just click on that Zoom link, you will register. Okay. If you need more information, you can always call me. All right. Okay. So that is the advert we have for the fundraising that they're going to do. The fundraising by ESN. And also, remember, there's going to be Occupy INEC. There's going to be Occupy INEC on the 15th. 15th is already 2 days from today. Okay? And I'm going to show you that poster, and you can always reach out and support what plans to. In fact, there's so many protests. The OAU, Ife, let me show you this one. This is just for you guys to know what is going on. I have this person. This one is the business call. So OAU, Obafemi Awolowo University, the students, you know, we keep telling our young people that you people are not protesting. When it was our days, we used to protest, we used to come out. But when they try to protest, we don't give them the publicity they need. We don't come to their support. We don't support them. And that is bad. So you see, OAU Ife protest against fuel hike. They're going to be having their protest tomorrow. We will be covering that too. Okay? And it's their own version of Buhari Must Go. We're going to be having that tomorrow. See that? So make sure that you support them, reach out to them, however it is that you can support them. These are some other posters they did for the Buhari Must Go thing. This one is a day without Buhari Must Go. So many funny pictures and things they're using to talk about Buhari Must Go. That one is an ongoing thing. There's no particular date. That's what I discovered. There's no particular date for Buhari Must Go, but Occupy INEC is on the 15th. And some people will be like, why are you talking about INEC now? The reason why we're talking about INEC is that we have to live in a free society. If people have formed a political party, you cannot come and meddle in their affairs. You have to allow them to decide what they want to do with the political party. Right now we are focused on revolution, but you cannot through the back, because we are busy doing protesting. You go to the back and you start to steal our party. No, our party is our party. The Take It Back movement is a huge organization. We are activists. We've been there for long now. We came to challenge the status quo. We came to challenge the government. So when we came to challenge the government, we have our political wing, which is called the African Action Congress. And then through Revolution Now movement, we are still agitating and we are at the barricades. So do you understand that right now? Do you understand the connection? And so if we decide that, okay, we're not going to contest in an election, it is still our party. We will decide what to do. You don't just go and carry a few people, gang yourselves up, take money from the government, and go and be trying to destroy the party from within the party. That is the highest form of treachery that you can get involved in. So yes, that's why we are fighting INEC. INEC is one of the major traitors that we have in our country because of their activities. They manipulate things, they put the wrong people there, they right in front of, under their nose, corruption goes on and they can't do anything about it. So this is one of the flyers for the Occupy INEC nationwide on the 15th of this month. So I know you're going to organize your policemen, you're going to organize DSS, you're going to organize all of them, but we will be waiting. We're waiting for you like always. We're not afraid, no. And when I say it on behalf of comrades who always go out there, because we here, what can we do but what we're doing? We can only support them, but we just want them to know that we're behind them. All right, guys, I'm gonna stop here for today. And get ready for our meet again, maybe tomorrow, maybe on Monday, but just stay tuned and we'll let you know. Do me a favor again, spread our videos, because YouTube will not do that. They are not spreading our videos, they are not sending notifications, because they consider what we are saying as volatile, and they don't like things that ruffle feathers. They don't like channels that ruffle feathers. So we depend on you to share our videos. We depend on you to subscribe and tell people to subscribe if they haven't done so. But till I see you next time, on behalf of everybody here, I love you and bye bye.